Peace, love, and light to all my carbon beings out there. I just want to touch on a video. I watched a YouTube video of a carbon, as I should say, brother. He got two YouTube channels, but I know one for sure is Niggas Forever. Niggas Forever. That's one of them. And it was a video he sent it yesterday about black people are the masters on the planet. And I was watching this video yesterday. And he was breaking down as how it was a book that he had also was reading on the YouTube channel. And he was going in on it about the UFOs and he was talking about aliens and stuff like that. And I think it was this orc named W.G. Wells or something like that. About how these great aliens came to existence. How, like, they was in Hollywood movies, how, you put gray, they call them these grays and stuff, great aliens. They call them aliens, but they're not aliens. But, not if, as these orcs have put in Hollywood, which is Hollywood. So the Carbon dude made a video, on his YouTube page, about how it was another orc name, I forgot. If you go on the YouTube channel, he makes another video. But the video he was made about black people are the masters on the planet or something like that. How we seem to, of course, the masters of the planet. And how is this other orc being had, I think he had made an interview. He made an interview about how he was describing, he said these human being looking, he called, African Americans, sort of beings, which we're not African, but this was the orc, parts of the orc saying in his interview. And I think these orcs made a movie out of Hollywood of it on their own way. How he seen these, it's like these, like he's saying these black African Americans, like humanoid, and they had a look on their faces like they never been like dealt with. Nobody never messed with them, like something like that. And how this orc had seen them in these crafts and stuff. And he said something about the grays. It was something, I think, because a lot of these carbon beings that be above the cosmos and stuff, they I guess those sort of beings, had dressing in gray uniform or something. It'd be so tight, look like skin, that we're in. So they had these grays and stuff, like a gray suit, big old eyeballs, like real dark. And it was another video that he says when he was breaking it down, and how you have other witnesses had seen, and yeah, that's the cat calling. Man. Oh. And then how they had interviews, how this other orc was interviewing the kids, which is orcs are kids. And I think it was one carbon being. I call them children or a child. Because we are children or we're a child. Orcs are kids. But is how they was describing, and the orc was so, it seemed like he was fascinated. He really wanted to know, like he was going to detail, like he's questioning them. And one of the orc girl, which they are a man, just got a womb. That's all. And it's true. I'm not bashing them, just speaking facts. But she was interviewing how she seen it and she was scared. The orc was like, "Why are you so scared? Why you was scared?" Because he's saying, he was saying the eyes were so, I don't know if she said black or dark. They were so, they was big and they come up like this and stuff. And the orc beam was like, "Yo, what did the eyesight, like what did the eyesight, what color was the eyesight?" I don't know if he asked that to the orc orc kid, and but I know the orc was asked, orc male asked her like, how did it? What is it? What she say? It was staring at her, or with the orc girl saying how it was staring. They was staring at her and stuff like that. And he was like, how they was staring at you? Like, what kind of look he was giving it to you? And she was like, well, like, and I guess he was thinking like as she was trying to say it, and he's like, well, did it look like he wanted to get you? Like it wanted you to come with you? She was like, shook her head, yeah, like it looked like it wanted to kill you, destroy you. She was like, So yeah, of course. So that lets you know if that's the case, then you have these so-called greys that they subscribe. These are carbon beings dressed in these suits, these uniforms we have, because it's different forms of carbon beings. We got different forms and stuff. Those sort of carbon beings are us. They're us and we are them. We are nature. We are one. So I see here that these carbon beings is dressed in these gray suits, but their eyes is big. And I'm sorry, the orc male interviewed the carbon being male, as I say. Now the carbon dude explained. He was a young child. He was explaining how he said like the eyes, like the middle part was white, and the eyes went up like that too. It went just like that. And so yeah, he was in an interview. He was telling orc and stuff like that. And then it's like somebody was drawing a picture, so they was thinking, okay, so the eyes went like this. And now you can see somebody drawing, and they like as the carbon being was as we was explaining the details of what he saw and all that, and someone drawing a picture of it. But these orcs and all that, just they run the movies and Hollywood stuff, Hollywood. And they'll catch something, right? That what they heard and that they think, and then they'll make a movie out of this in their own way and twist the story. Because they lie. They lie so much. That's why they the Jews. 400 Jews that lie. They born liars. They lie a lot. They lie so much. And the orc being that had it, I forgot his name. He witnessed it, as I was saying moments ago. He witnessed how he seen these. He said these African American black people. These humans. He called us humans. We not humans. So they're humans. We are not humans. But he was saying and I think he wrote it was an interview. Somebody must have wrote a book of it. And as they published this, they had putting now, how these grays came into existence. How they keep showing them as grays, the tall gray beings or short gray beings with big old dark eyeballs and the heads. I heard the heads was big because I think the carbon beings must have had like a plate or something over their head while they had the suit on. But these orcs, they'll make a story, they make a movie play out of this, and then they'll twist they'll twist it up and just make it like they were just grays, coming down on the planet, come destroy us and this and that and the third. But the thing is, this orc being that had witnessed this, and he was going details. But the video that the carbon dude that had on his YouTube channel, Niggas Forever, that's his YouTube channel. They took one of his YouTube channels down yesterday. I'm glad I watched it. Yesterday. But he kind of made like another video, and he was explaining how they took his video down, how they said it, he ain't made no racial. We can't be racist, so he didn't make no racial comments or anything. He was just spreading facts, a lot of facts on them based on this is carbon beings. A lot of them they had seen them. They are very dark, very dark beings. Some had big heads, just like one of my older YouTube videos I had made that when I seen as a child, when I said I seen as I think I was in South Philly. Can't get South Carolina and South Philly mixed up. I was in South Philly, I was born in South Philly. And I said I was outside. It was dark outside at night. And the moon was big and yellow. And it was close enough. If I can see it. You know, as a child, I had to be like 4 or 5 years old. I looked up. You know, something is like, whoa. I'm like, there's a big old child, like in a womb, like in a woman's womb, like sort of curled up. It was like a moon, a big yellow moon, and it was like the child was very dark, like a shadow being, you know, figure, like, you know, the complexion of this, like my do-rag. But, you know, as it being in the moon, it was a big, you can tell it was a big, healthy child, too. Oh, man, had a big head. You know, as we with children, we in the mother's womb, our head, we got a certain head shape and stuff like that. That's how the child looked. You know, it was a big, healthy child that was in the moon. You can tell it was a carbon being in that moon. I looked it. But at the time, I said baby. There's a difference between baby and a child. But as I did that, I looked up and I told y'all before, I called my mom. So my mom, I said, Mom, there's a baby in the moon. There's a baby in the moon. Mom kind of looked at me like whoa. It's like she sort of believed me, but she had a smile on her face. Or it's like she should have believed me and then she didn't. She said, okay, so let me go see. So basically, ran up to the house because I was in the backyard. The door was wide open. So, you know, I'm always looking. So, you know, even as a child, I was always fascinated and looking above the sky, you know, and stuff like that. I always seem, because, you know, as you reincarnate back here, and you know, you don't have that much memories, but it's like somehow it's just within you. You just got to tune in and to open up the memories, you know, in order to connect with Mother Cosmos and the universe and nature. You know, to tune in to power yourself, to gain yourself these memories and the powers that be that we have in our past lives. I came back. The moon was still there, big and yellow and everything. And I told y'all before in the whole video, that child wasn't there no more. Like, that child would just disappear. My mom looked, I told her, I said, Mom, it was a baby right there. It was a baby in the moon. It was. And I think she didn't believe me. But I'm not going to make this up. In that video, I said, whoa, that relates to me. Because they saying, some of them on interviews, they saying, like, these are very dark looking beings. You know, these carbon beings. This is based on us, too. You know, we even though we had different shades, but we still as one, as only carbon. But in that video, the carbon dude was explaining it. Because he said, before, he never, I don't think he said he never seen he called it a spaceship, a UFO. He never seen it in the sky before. So, I don't know. He said he ain't never believed it, you know, as far as I'm being out there. But I guess movie-wise, you know, because the orcs, they put movies out. And because, you know, they had, I'm pretty sure they had experience and had stories that someone tells them what they seen. And, you know, this is back in the days and stuff. And, what's his name? H.G. Wells and stuff. I guess he had to publish a book, and this is how all these grays they had put in movies, you keep seeing them as these grays, or they could be these other brown skin looking, you know, creatures that looks related to the grays, but you know they don't want to show, they don't speak truth on, you know, based on if they can look similar to us, you know, these carbon beings. They don't want to show the true images and make movies of what they really be seeing, because you saying a lot of grays. Why a lot of these grays be capturing and be abducting these orcs? You don't never hear, you don't never truly hear about us being abducted. Not so much. Maybe, you know, a couple of us, or a certain amount of us are. But they don't harm us. So, you know, they come up because they know we are one. They know, look, that's like a brother, as we say, I'm going to say this, as a brother or sister, like, you know, they talk to you, like they communicate with you. It's like, yo, man, you know, peace upon you, you know, how you been and all that. It's like they know you. Yeah, like they know you because they know who you are, because they know we are the one and the same. Only as carbon. These orcs, they'll just give them a message. Yo, look, man, I'm going to just say it like this. Yo, look, like, yo, man, y'all are parasites on our planet. I'm just saying, this that's like say how we talk to each other in the hood, like, yo, what's up, my nigga? You know, man, what's the dealio with you, man? Like, yo, man, everything good, man? Everything good in the hood? Shake hands, y'all talking, you know, that crack jokes. So it's like basically these carbon beings, they know we are one. They know we say, I'm you, you me, basically. But these orcs, they look at them like they strangers, and they are strangers to this planet. So the carbon dude had broke down the videos and how he saw the craft. And he said he know it wasn't an airplane, but the way it was moving and the way it looked. And I guess he didn't have his phone at the time. I guess he's saying, I forgot where he was. He was outside. He said he told his wife and everything about it. And he said, you might not believe me when I say this and stuff. Man, he's saying, I saw a UFO. I think that's what he was saying. And so there, and he was breaking it down, that stuff. But yeah, whoever that orc was that had an interview, he witnessed how they was looking like they never been messed with. Basically, like, you know, had that. I guess you can say they was like one of those, you know, they was like Zulu tribes or one of us. Like they had to like, you know, we untouchable. Like had a hollow soul. Had a hollow soul, I guess you can say that. Had a hollow soul. He seen them, and he said they like African Americans, like black people. But these is Hollywood. They don't want to put this in the movie. They know the truth, but they lie. They liars. They liars. They born liars. They don't want to expose the truth. So when the dude broke down every detail about it and stuff, he posted on YouTube yesterday. Let me see. Did I say yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. Because it's 9:57 now as I'm recording. But I'm pretty sure when I'm finished this, it's going to be past 9:57. Yep. So it's like when he posted that video the next day, he looked on the video. They took it down. You know how they write. They kind of like Instagram and stuff, how they used to remove my stuff. You know, you are violating threats, or you're not following our guidelines and stuff, so we're going to have to remove this. No, because you're removing the truth. You remove the truth because you know the truth hurts to y'all. That's why I said they have no soul. And even though a lot of our carbon beings that it's the truth is they're given to them, they don't like to hear the truth too because they're not awakened. Even though they have a soul and a spirit. So we have a soul and a spirit and stuff. But it's just because we just stuck under the gutter, under the system. You know? Stuff like that. And I wouldn't be surprised they removed this video from me speaking this. Because I'm not even bashing them. I'm not bashing the words. I'm just speaking how I'm speaking. That's all. So I can see this. So from here, even carbon beings or children can see a lot of things. You know, you can have some carbon beings they have seen other, like I said, carbon beings that have seen, you know, they call these so-called UFO, call them aliens. Well, we are the aliens. You know, we are the aliens and stuff like that, you know, and the indigenous. We are the original ones on our planet. We are the masters on our planet. But it's like when we speak truth and it's based upon us and it's naturally, then you put stuff up on here and orcs, you know, they be stalking, watching your stuff. And next thing you know, either they were going to show a report, they flag, you know, put thumbs down, I don't care. And then, or they try to get that video removed because it's like once the truth comes and then it's being out there, they don't want this to be spread out like wildfire. So what they do is they find something, they put a movie on it, and then they twist it or they try to decode it. But it's always got to be these pale faces, like always pale faces. Why are y'all showing y'all behind getting captured? And guess what? The carbon dude was saying on his videos, you know, back during the times, you know, us being hung on trees, we never see no grays coming, you know, coming to save us and none of that stuff. Never. When is it ever history? Or when, I ain't gonna say history, but it's their stories about these garbage they had spilled out here. When is there ever a time that you have seen movies and stuff like these grays coming to come save us, carbon? You've never seen it, never really hear about it when somebody's speaking of it. Then yeah, like me, you know, from getting information from somebody on video, you know, but you always see movies of these Martians and just attacking most of these orcs. And I can look at that as this is carbon beings dressed in tight gray uniforms. They have eyeballs shaped like that. You know, and it's probably like a little whiteness in it. But they might not show that. They might not show every detail, but they're going to give a little something out of it. Or they're going to get something into it. They might throw a little truth out there, but you know they're going to twist it all up into lies. But it's crazy because he was breaking it down. He was breaking a book. It's Islam. It had the carbon dude. You know, he been in Islam stuff. So, you know, they said Prophet Muhammad. No, he not him. I'm not calling him my brother. Farrakhan. It was a book that the carbon dude on his YouTube channel, he had a book about it. That a lot of them had witnessed they had seen these sort of beings too. You know, I snapshots on something, certain portions of stuff. And I heard one of the on the YouTube joint how you have these I'm gonna say, so-called African Americans, you had seen short type ones, these short beings, you know, they got straight hair. You know, we got, well, so-called hair, which is straight, not either. You know, we got different textures, you know, textures of not either, you know, to the, you know, they call it afros, sort of, to the curliest, to the straight, because we all got those too. A lot of them had seen them with straight hair, and some short, some, you know, tall. And, oh, yeah, man. And it's so much more. And he was showing other stuff on YouTube. And I'm glad I snapshot the dude. It was another dude. He think he being, I don't know, he being an African thing, but he was talking about, you know, a lot of carbon beings that's talking about stuff like this, how they, you know, they had seen, you know, it's different spacecraft. You know, spacecraft, there's so many different types of ones. Like, I had seen a couple of different ones myself, I seen back then. You know, I had seen one that's like oval, like a big old air pilot balloon that's floating, but you can see how the way it moves and it looks. Like how they say it looks like it shouldn't be of this world. We could tell airplane how to fly. You used to see it because it's mankind made stuff. But somebody, you know, back in the day, they tell a story, a true story. And then they expose, you know, they break it down what they seen. They seen how they're like a tall, dark-skinned dude, you know, how he looked like this, or she looked like this. They had these kind of clothing, and orcs hear about it, and it's like they study it, and they try to memorize it, and stuff like that. And then next thing you know, okay, what's his name? H.G. Welter, H.G. Wilt, I think. He started off, okay, I guess he had taken that and observed it, and then made a false story of these grays. As you look on Google all that stuff, you see gray aliens, as they put. Then you'll see all that garbage that made up false stuff. They just like grays and just skin and these big old heads and big old eyeballs and stuff. So it's like you see these in movies and stuff, but. And then they made a movie of the other orc that what he was, like, as I was saying, how they interview more. I think he wrote a book of it, and they must have, you know, taken notes, twisting and stuff, or they kept the notes, but then they had, okay, we're gonna look at this notes. We're gonna say this happened. We're gonna say this is how they looked at. We're gonna make a part about this. I guess they was trying to put stuff together as they still do, but yeah, man, that's something. You know, make lies and make movies. Oh, these big aliens coming down and this and that and the third. No, that's not happening. That's not happening. This is what they want to happen. And shoot, and them, I never was scared of them. I never was scared of them. I don't know, being not mistaken. Well, for far as I know, I've never been scared of them. Big skinny, big old eyeballs, looking beings. I'm not scared of them. I ain't scared of nothing. I ain't scared of them. I ain't scared of them. They're not trying to scare something. I'm not scared of them. What am I scared of them for? Y'all scared. Y'all scared of these carbon beings that look somewhat like us. Y'all scared of them. You don't want to put the truth. They don't want to put the truth out there. No, we can't tell them like the orc I said from Mexico or somewhere like that. Or orc Mexican. How he described, you can tell it. Something there. I don't know. It's the energy. One of the videos, how it's an old video. I can say they probably threatened him before they made an interview because the way he looked at it, you can tell he looked so nervous or scared, whatever. He was explaining. They had took pictures of him, how he seen these crabs in the sky, and it was early out. And I think he was abducted. He's saying he seen it was dark skin. Had to be a little more darker than me. Dark skin being. His mouth was like a bird mouth, something. I guess it was verbally moving or something. I guess you probably didn't see the lips or something. The way he looked, it teleported some verbal or something like that. Some stuff he said in an interview. And I'm pretty sure these orcs said, you better not say it was like African American. You better not say it was a Negro. Tell him he's just a dark skin, but he was not a Negro. Tell him that. If you tell the truth here, where we know where you at, we're going to kill you. If you tell the truth on this video, and then this is over, we're going to kill you. They be threatened. It's like they force threats when they don't want the truth to spill on here. So what they do is they find somebody, if they know the truth, even though it can be their own. It can be their own. They'll kill their own. They'll kill their own. And I'm pretty sure a lot of certain orcs that done stuff like this exposed stuff, you don't hear from them. You don't hear from them. They own kill them. They kill their own. I said, whoa. So I mean, it's the truth. So what's the problem? If it was not a big deal, what's the problem? I mean, you're going to take videos now, so evidently it's the truth. So that rings a bell right there. That rings a bell. We expose them about books, the Islam or Farrakhan had. I guess they show Farrakhan in one of the books. I forgot the name. I snapshotted it off. But go on YouTube if y'all would, or whoever. Go on YouTube. I guess type the name Niggas Forever. Type that in, and he'll explain it. So I guess I'll say he'll explain it. It's better to me to tell you to go on something to try to explain it. I'll say that. But yeah, a lot of these orc beings everywhere, Hollywood and all that stuff, they know the truth, but they lie. They don't want all this stuff to expose. You can't hide the truth. You can't hide what's going to come to y'all. I mean, you have, like I was saying before, and I'm pretty sure the moon, you got other carbon beings that's on that moon. Ain't no orc never went to the moon. And I'm pretty sure the molecules and these small particle fire heat stuff, if it was a carbon dude that was saying something like that in the video, orcs can't go up there. I can say we can, because we are the cosmos. We are nature. We are the cosmos. We the universe. We nature. We are the planet. We are these things. We can go up there because we celestial energy beings. These orcs, they made out of silicones. They not made of us. They not of us. They go up there, they probably just combust or just turn into dust and blow away. And no trace of anything. They can't go up there. That's hell to them. That's bad hell to them. This is good hell. This is good hell for us. I guess the high realm is the hell high. Hell high is the high realm with all the stars and the sun and all, and Nibiru and all of them. These are the satanic ways for us. We can go up because we are part of satanic. So, yeah, man. Y'all can check it out. Yeah, these orcs know. And like I said, that moon, yeah, you had probably I heard somebody say 100 feet. They said 100. All right, what was it? Somebody told me 100 feet is 100 feet tall carbon being that's on the moon. And I'm pretty sure you also have other they build some certain stuff up there. It's like the temples up down they building there. You got other size carbon beings that's up there in that moon. You do. I remember time I was meditating the moon. It was a while ago. I meditated to see. I said I want to put my my thoughts. I asked Mother Cosmos, is there other, or should I meditate? I want to see if there are other life forces in the moon. I felt like I had seen tall, dark, very dark beings. Since that moon, since when I was a child, I had seen a very dark being child. That's like in the mother's womb, just like covered up in her womb, in her stomach, with a big head. Head was big and everything. I said, yeah. I said, I'm not tripping. As a child, and I can still remember that like it was yesterday. So yes, you have other life forms out here. They're everywhere. But orcs don't want this. They don't want this information to come out. And I wouldn't be surprised they take this video down again. Well, I'm not going to say I said it again. Well, I said it again, but I wouldn't be surprised they take the video down. Because, once the truth goes out there and they know it's the truth and they can't handle the truth because the truth is not within them. Even regardless if they can say the truth because they know we're just going to have to say it. They have no soul. They have a low life spirit. Just a little spirit. Like I said, I'm not coming at them speaking facts. And they know it. So, I say that's it for now. Now I'll say if so, until next time, I'll speak on another video. I guess based on female and male. Certain videos that I watch. I was thinking about saying it here, but I guess I'll leave it video as here. So peace, love, and light. Check that YouTube. Just look up if you can. Niggas Forever. Stuff like that. Just check it out. But I'm out. One love to carbon beings only. Enjoy y'all day. Do what y'all do. And it's going to be all right. We got next. Peace, love, and light.